E volare, whoa, e cantare, whoa, come let's fly up to the clouds, away from the maddening crowds. Let us go to a place where I know that lovers enjoy peace of mind. Let's leave all this madness and joy and confusion behind. Oh, volare, oh, e cantare, whoa, dun, dun, da, 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 da. No wonder my happy heart sings. Your love has made me blings. La, la, re, whoa, e cantare, whoa, let's fly up to the clouds, away from the maddening crowds. Let us go to a place where I know lovers enjoy peace of mind and leave all the madness and crazy confusion behind. E volare, oh, oh, e cantare, hey, hey, whoa. Hey, Timmy's, woo, we rocking into the weekend. Lamb Chop and I here, and we're singing a wonderful song tonight. It's an old one from the 50s, some Dean Martin, Volare. How many of you guys remember that, huh? Oh my gosh. Oops, hold on a second. I got some tech problems. I hope we're broadcasting. Let me know if we're broadcasting, guys. All right, yay. Here we are. Oh my gosh, look. Yes, Lamb Chop. There's moderator, Queen Cola Bobs. She's our moderator. Shout out to Queen Cola Bobs. What is a moderator? She's going to help us out with the show tonight. If you have a problem with a donation or a chat problem, just let her know. We'll get you sorted out. And I got to tell you, Queen Cola Bobs is also my little Jack Russell. She's on guard. You get out of line, I'll sick her on you. So no troublemakers here tonight. Yay. Oh my gosh, we got so many people here. Let's see who all's in the chat. Golly jeepers, we got a lot of people. Well, look, there's Darla Bungar's here. Stardust C is here. Karen Bryant's here. Hey, guys. There's Moonfae. Yay. Hey, Moonfae. Well, here you are. I'm glad you're with us. She said, I've missed your singing. But, well, you got to come around. We sing 3 times a week now, Moonfae. That's right. We're doing live readings on Tuesdays, on Fridays, and on Sundays. So you can always hear Psychic Bob singing. That's not always a good thing, but at least you can hear me singing, if you like that. Good to see you, Mainfei. Welcome. There's City of the Shadows. C's here. Oh, there's Vivian P is here. Oh, my golly jeepers. We got a lot of people here tonight. There's TG Fiji. He's all the way from Holland or the Netherlands. You know, oh, my gosh. There's Kathy Fish is here. Yay, Star Lightworker is here. Oh, there's Simba. Golly gee, there's Bree is here. That wonderful. Oh my gosh. I am so glad you guys are here. Well, listen, thank you for being here tonight. It's Friday night. Where else was Psychic Bob? Maybe hanging with this tubies. Listen, I got to give a big shout out and say thank you to all of you who came out to yesterday's video. We had such a fun turn. I did a live stream and I was able to really, go far out into the woods and still keep my live stream going. So we had a great time. If you didn't see that, check that out. What's that, Lamb Chop? Okay, well, we'll take you out next time. He said he's upset he didn't get to go yesterday. Well, I'd rather that you ask honestly than try to sneak into my bag like you do sometimes. You want to go next week with us on our live stream outside? Yes? Okay, well, then we'll let you come with us. Well, that settles that, doesn't it? I guess we're going to go back out next Thursday. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Oh, look, there's Starlight Workers here. There's Stephanie Busby. Yay. There's Summer Nova's here. Hey, Summer Nova. Good to see you all the way from Sweden. Sweden in the house. Gosh, we got all the world here. Our moderators in England. We've got TGVG from the Netherlands. We got Summer Nova from Sweden. We got the whole world here. Simba's in Germany. Isn't it great how the internet brings us all together? I'm so... Sorry, guys. I'm so glad you're here tonight. Welcome to our show. And we're going to have a lot of fun tonight because we're going to do live psychic readings. There's Jenna. She's here from the Netherlands as well. And look, Flying Light is here from Maryland. Virtual hug from Maryland. Hugs to you. Lamb Chop sends a hug too. Well, I'm so glad you're here. Excuse me, guys. I'm having some problems in my chest and throat. Anyways, moving on. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you, Stephanie. I'm glad you're here. Anyways, thank you for being here tonight, and welcome to Friday night. For those of you who are new here, we gather on Tuesdays, Sundays, and Fridays. We hang out. We have a little fun, act a little crazy. We do psychic readings. Hi, Moon Faye. I'm going to be okay. Thank you. I can't discuss what happened because of YouTube's new rules, but ask Queen Colabob. She'll tell you about it later. I'm okay. There's some people trying to create problems for me. So, anyways, we're here tonight, and I'm just hanging out. Why don't you go over there and sit down a little bit? Can you go sit down just for a little while so I can talk to her? Okay, yes, you can come back a little later. All right, go over there. Good old lamb chop, I tell you. Oh my gosh. Well, I got to tell you, it's Friday, and I'm so looking forward to this weekend. As many of you know, if you were with us on Monday, it's been kind of an intense week astrologically. I did the astrology for the week, and that's where I put my paperwork here. Hold on. Well, anyways, I can't find my notes, but here it is. I think this is from last week. Yeah. As many of you know, all week long, we've had some challenging transits. This week we had Neptune square the sun, which is making everybody feel a little sensitive, a little high strung. So if you've been feeling a little out of sorts all week, don't worry, you're not out of alignment. It has been the astrology. And so if you didn't see Monday's astrology, go back and watch that. Because that was that kind of give you an idea of how y'all been feeling. I've been getting a lot of letters this week. People said, people have been saying to me, it's been a tough week. It has been a little bit of a challenging week, but we're through the worst of it now, and that transit has passed. We'll talk more about that on Monday. But thank you, Laura Ann. I'm okay. Yes. Thank you, Karen Bryan. I'm okay. Thank you. I wish I could talk about it, but YouTube's new rules, they've asked me not to discuss it. Anyways, so somebody was asking about my jewelry. What am I wearing today? Okay, well, let me show you. Was that you, Stephanie? Asked about my pin. All right, so I'm wearing a vintage pin from the 1960s. It's real jewels. It's made of golden topaz and citrines. And it's kind of hard to see with the glare here. But it's a sprig of flowers. It's two flowers intertwined with their leaves. And it's a sparkly pin. I can't really show it that clearly here. You guys can see it. It's like there's the stem and it swirls around here. And there's got the flowers there, and those are the leaves. And they're all done in little sparkly rhinestone gems of golden topaz and citrine. So I'm wearing that. And then I'm wearing tonight my beautiful theater masks pendant. I love Lord Dionysus. He's god of theater, and he's one of my deities. And so the theater masks oftentimes represent Lord Dionysus. And so I'm wearing, let's see it here, got glare. It's hard with the lighting to show it up close. But it's two little theater masks. Maybe you can see that. Done in sterling silver. So that's what I'm wearing tonight. I'm wearing my theater mask for Lord Dionysus, and I love theater. And I'm wearing this 1960s jeweled flower pin. I love pins, In the winter, I always wear cardigan sweaters. And they're really good. Hold on just a second. We're having some tech issues going on here. Okay. Queen Cola Bobs, I hope you're okay. She's having some tech issues. But anyways, that's what I'm wearing tonight for all of you who are asking, So thank you so very much for being here. Oh, thank you, Laura. And she said, very nice necklace. I like the two different faces. Yeah, it's the comedy and tragedy masks. It's the theater masks, comedy and tragedy. So, yay. Well, I am so glad you guys are here. Thank you for asking. Today it's been a busy day. I've been doing readings and traveling around taking care of stuff. But in between, I've been working on this book. I got to show you my latest book I'm reading. This is a book called What Does Joan Say? And the subtitle is My 7 Years as the White House Astrologer to Nancy and Ronald Reagan. This is written by Joan Quigley. That's her on the back. She was a famous astrologer back in the 1970s and 80s. She was on the Merv Griffin show and Dinah Shore show, and she was friends with the Reagans. But this is her book about her work with the White House. And as many of you know, back in the 1980s, I worked for Ronald Reagan at the White House. I was a volunteer on his staff. And so I actually got to meet a lot of the people they talk about in this book. And I didn't know at the time that about Joan Quigley. I didn't know about there was a White House astrologer. It was all kind of covered up back in the day. It came out later on. But anyways, this book is fascinating because it takes me back to that time. And I'm really enjoying reading it. So you guys might want to check that out. If you're interested in astrology and kind of what happened in the White House in the 80s with astrology, get this book, What Does Joan Say by Joan Quigley. I think you'll love it. I bought it on eBay for like $2. It's a great book. I'm so glad you guys are here. Queen Cola Bobs has put up an announcement that's important. First of all, I want to say thank you tonight for all the donations. I really count on the donations. It keeps me on the air and keeps me here. And thank you. So the announcement, I'll just read as she wrote it. Announcement, guaranteed readings will now be given for $4.99 donations and above. Anything under that will no longer be guaranteed. Thank you for supporting Spirit Channel. Donate because you love Psychic Bob. Yeah, I am now doing readings. Now I'm going to try to cover everybody who donates, but we have some people who, are upset. They donated. I had somebody a few weeks ago donate 30 cents for a donation, and I just accidentally missed it. And they're throwing a big fit and writing hate mail, and I'm not going to be abused over 30 cents. I'm just not. So it's got to be worth my time. So if you want a reading, and understand this is my full-time work, $4.99 for a reading or above. Many of you are very generous, giving me $5, $10, $15, $20 donations. That always helps. If you can only do $1 or $2, that's appreciated too. But I just have to say, due to the volume of readings, I can't always guarantee that I can cover everybody now. So that's going to be kind of our line in the sand to make it all happen. And I really appreciate your understanding. Moonface says, I would have never thought Reagan would be into astrology. Well, it was Nancy Moonface that got into astrology, and then Ronald Reagan followed it afterwards. He started to be a believer when he saw how accurate it was, Thank you, Kim. Kim says, Bob's the only one person who does the best he can do. I really do. Thank you so much. Thank you, Moonface. Moonface says, people really don't need to be so entitled. I feel that the donation should be because they love you, not just because they want something. That's very kind. Blessings to you, Moonface. Thank you. So your support means a lot. As many of you know, it's been a challenging last year for me. I've had a lot of financial losses. And so unfortunately, I'm asking for donations because I got to live. It's just that simple. But I appreciate the support. Thank you to all of you who've been calling for private readings as well. So anyways, it's getting late into the hour. So let's go ahead and do some meditation. And I want you guys to get comfortable. Thank you in advance again for your support. So I want you guys to get comfortable. We're going to just start. Take your hands off your keyboards. Hey, Stacy Lee, good to see you. Hey, Volcanic Ice. Hey, Joey. We're going to just start by closing our eyes. And as we close our eyes, I want us to follow our breathing just gently in and out. And as we follow our breathing, I want you to let go all the tensions of the day and of the week, and just for a few moments enter into that place of silence and peace within. And as we follow our breathing, I want you to draw your attention now down to the middle of the chest area. And inside of you, in the middle of the chest, I want you to see a little spark of white light. I want you to see that spark of light become a little brighter and a little larger so you can really focus on it. Now we're going to count from 3 down to 1. And when we get to 1, we're going to take that light in the middle of our chest and we're going to expand it instantly to fill our whole body from head to toe with light. All right, so you see that light inside of you? Got it? All right, let's count down. 3, 2, keep your focus. 1, blink on. Woo, whew, gets me dizzy. I get a head rush when I do that. You guys rock. Golly jeepers. All right, yay. All right, Honey Drizzle. Hi, Honey Drizzle. Honey Drizzle says, Bob, can we have a collective message in the end for those that didn't get a reading? You know, Honey Drizzle, I like that idea. I'm going to ask the spirit people. That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing. God bless you. That's a great idea. Hearts to you. Well, listen, Honey Drizzle, since you're right here and Spirit brought me to you, I do have a message for you. Listen, I've got to tell you, I've got Doris Stokes back here. And what she's asking me to tell you, she said, the words she said, literally, keep your chin up. She said, people have misunderstood you and there's been some conflicts going on. And she said, you feel like you might be in the middle of some other people's issues and drama. And she said, you don't have to be part of the drama. She said, you just stay in your place of peace. You focus on your spiritual life. She said, they'll sort themselves out. So it's a caution. It sounds like what she's saying. Correct me if I'm wrong, Doris. Don't get into other people's fray and craziness right now. You just be about you. And you'll see over the next week that you're going to say, gosh, I'm glad I didn't get into all that mess. Okay. So thank you for being here. I hope that makes some sense. Call on Doris because she's going to work with you. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Yay. Oh my gosh, you guys are rocking it. Let's see who else we got tonight. All right. There's TGVG. Hey, TGVG, any messages? Listen, TGVG, I've got Doris back here. She's still wound up. You know she never's quiet. But I'm glad. I'd rather hear her than Fletcher. Oh, I'm in trouble with Fletcher. I love Fletcher. He's like a brother, though. You know, we pick on each other. Listen, TGVG, Doris is here. And she says to tell you, she said, I've got Cecil back here, and he has an urgent message. Hold on. Yeah, Cecil, I'm trying to hear you. Come a little closer. Yes. All right. TGVG, your guide Cecil's back here. He's asking me to tell you, he said, you're going down the right path. He said, don't hesitate. And he says, he's talking about camera equipment. He said, the right thing, you've got the right view, the right understanding, the right equipment. So he's giving you like double thumbs up. He's like double thumbs up. And he said, just keep going. He said, honor the tools and the tools will honor you. And he says, you are talented. And he said, remember always that it is not always a process of the mind. It's a process of the soul. And he says, live your soul desire, and then you have success. So you got everything in line materially. Now live through the soul. That's from TGVG. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Yay. Oh my gosh. There's Karen Johnson. Hello, Karen. Good to see you. Welcome. Hi, Psychic Bob. Any messages for me? Hold on, Karen. Let me step into your light here. I've got Edgar Casey coming in back here. And he said that he's connecting me to a relative here. There's a woman that's coming in here. I want to place this on the mother's side of the family here. This feels like it's either a mother or a grandmother. I almost want to say mother. I don't know if your mother's crossed, but this woman feels very motherly. I'm having a little trouble getting her in clearly. But I hear her saying, she said, tell Karen she's not alone. And she said, I know it's hard right now. And she says, I'm with you through these holidays. And she said, don't sit around and be sad. She said, celebrate. And she said, in the spirit world, it is beautiful light here. And she said, we celebrate. And she said, we add light to the light and it gets more beautiful. She's asking me literally, she's handing me like a bunch of Christmas lights here, like a string, you string lights on a tree. And she's giving me a big string of lights for you, Karen. And she said, take the light and multiply it. So I think you want to literally add some light to your home. And she said, we will be there through the light. So this mother, I'm getting two voices now. I think it's a mother and a grandmother back here. But they're both saying, add the light and we're with you with the light. All right. I hope that helps and makes some sense. God bless you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Shannon Turner. Hi, Shannon. Good to see you. I love your picture. Bob, when I die, I think I'm going to be floating in the hemisphere for centuries alone before I'm reborn into a dead world. Is this true? Shannon, I have to tell you, the spirit world's much more dynamic. What happens after you die is you will literally leave your body and you will go back to the spirit world. Now, what you will do is you're going to review your life and you'll plan your next incarnation. If you want to reincarnate on a different world, you absolutely can do it. But I don't think it's I don't think it's really your calling to just float in the ethers unless you need it for your own healing and your own quiet. But I think that when you come back to the earth, you're going to further explore one of your life themes. One of the life themes that you have is actually a communicator life theme. And part of the reason that you've been feeling frustrated is that nobody's getting your truth in your communication. The world right now, Shannon, has a lot of young souls. And so I encourage you, don't be put off by that. Continue to speak your truth. You have a communicator theme. And I don't think you're meant to be alone. I do think you have an introvert nature, as some writers do and communicators. But take that truth to the bigger world. I hope that helps. God bless you. Thank you so much. Yay. Oh my gosh, our first donation. Yay. Stephanie Busby, $10. Thank you for your donation. All my love and hugs and light sent to you and the Queen Cola Bobs. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. God bless you. Listen, Stephanie, I've got Doris Stokes back here. And she's asking me to, oh, that's interesting. She said, Bob, she said, I want you to know, she said, I'm bringing Joan Quigley over. You've been reading about her and she's heard you speaking about her. Doris has brought Joan. And she said, I brought Joan Quigley also for Stephanie. Oh my God, I can't believe it. And she said, Joan is back here. Hold on, she's trying to talk. Yes. Joan said, she said, Bob, I'm looking forward to helping you delve into astrology even more. And she said, your charts are wonderful and you're going to help a lot of people. God bless you, Joan. Thank you. And Stephanie, Joan Quigley's asking me to tell you, she said that you have alignments in your chart that are very powerful. And she said your future is one of great mission. And she said that you're going to do a lot of good in the world. She keeps telling me that one of your life themes is as a healer. And down the road, you're going to do some work with past life regression and helping people understand their journeys, their soul journeys. So Joan Quigley's coming in to help you connect to that energy of your life chart. I hope that helps. Thank you for being here. Blessings to you. What a treat. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Wow, that's amazing. The spirit people always surprise me. I was even talking about Joan, and here she is. Oh my gosh, there's City of the Shadow Seas. Oh, our next donation, $4.99. Thank you. God bless you. Surfing the party wave with Bob. That's right. We're just hanging out tonight. Love you, Bob. Will I be able to meet the Ghost Adventures crew at some point? I got to tell you, City, I do think you'll meet them. I keep seeing it it's at a meet and greet. And I think you'll exchange business cards. I don't see you right now, going on the show. This is in probably the next year, around 2022, 2023. But I do think you'll make a connection and be able to get some work going with them. Meet them and maybe even bring some evidence that could be used on their show. So I would say yes. Make sure you keep up with the meet and greets. Try to find out where they're going, because I see them over this next year traveling places and meeting with the public. And I think you could make a good link there. So yes. But it's not going to be till like next summer, early fall. That's the time frame, around August, September. Blessings to you. Oh my God, Star Lightworker. $100. Thank you so much, darling. God bless you. In your own words, Bob. In your own words, Bob. Blessed be. Oh, God bless you. Thank you. I hope this helps. Please buy Lamb Chop something nice to wear for the trip out. Where'd he go? Hold on, Lamb Chop. You got to come up here. Starlight Workers here. What's that? Oh, you were sleeping? I'm sorry. He was having a nap. Well, Starlight Worker just gave you $100 donation. Is that wonderful? Oh, he's very excited about that. Yay. All right. All right. Well, we'll get you a nice scarf or something. Okay. All right. Starlight Worker, thank you. God bless you. Let me just step into your light here. Hold on just a moment. You know, I'm getting voices around you. You have some connection to the ancient Pleiadians. And the Pleiadians eventually became the Lemurians. And in fact, I'm going to teach more in detail about the formation of ancient Lemuria in my upcoming Psychic Bob's Inner Circle. You might want to join that. It's going to be on December 26th, and I'm taking registrations now for that. December 26th, Psychic Bob's Inner Circle. I'll tell you more about that later. But anyway, Starlight Work, I got to tell you, I'm getting this plethora of voices going here. And they're saying that you have a soul connection to Lemuria, that you've lived there, that you, the words they said, she knows it within her soul. So you have some deep knowing of Lemuria and the life from that time. They're literally handing me, like in each of their hands, they've got all these giant Lemurian crystals. Hold on, let's show you. Oops, where'd mine go? I had a Lemurian crystal here. Here it is. They're giant crystals. They're even bigger than this one. This is a Lemurian crystal, but they're handing me Lemurian crystals, like each of them, for you. So this is a sign that you might want to explore ancient Lemuria and working with Lemurian crystals. That's tied to one of your past lives. I've got somebody back here, and he identifies himself as Ben. He says B-E-N. He said, I am Ben. He said, this is the name that I can go by. I think he has a different sort of name, but I can't really pronounce it. But he said, she may call me Ben. And Ben said that he's one of your guides from Lemuria. He said he was a teacher of you in that, and he taught you spiritual healing and channeling. And he says to tell you, you're coming into a time where you're opening that channel. He said, the Pleiadians and us are connected. We are the Pleiadians who grounded into the earth and took physical bodies. And he says that they're going to start opening a channeling connection with you. So the Lemurians are here and are helping you. So you might want to do some research on that. And also come to my class on December 26th. I'll have more about that soon. Thank you. Blessings. Oh my gosh, there's Glittering Rainbow. Thank you for your donation. €5. Blessings to you. Hello, Psychic Bob. Happy Friday. Hearts. Yay, hearts to you. I'm having a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Would someone from my spirit team please be there to hold my hand through this? Hold on, Glittering Rainbow. Let me see. Yes. Doris Stokes said she wants to come along. She said, I used to be a nurse, and she said, I'll make sure that they're doing everything proper. And so she says to let you know, don't be worried. She said, nothing bad's going to happen. And she said, just a little checkup there. And she said, you're going to be fine. But Doris said, you'll be there. She said, I used to help a lot of people. These are her words. She said, I used to help a lot of people face their doctors and do their tests and get their results. And she said, you're going to be fine, dear. You're going to be fine. And she said, I'm with you. And she says, also, she's saying, don't worry about any certain bugs that are going around. I can't say them, but you know what we're saying. She said, you're going to be fine. So go to your doctors. Doris is with you. You're going to be fine. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, here's another donation. Flying Light, $10. God bless you, Flying Light. Any messages for me tonight, Psychic Bob? God bless you. Hold on, Flying Light. You know, I got to tell you right now, I'm walking into your light here. And I'm literally getting like orange light and purple light all around you. Orange tells me that you've got a lot of creative creative and creativity going on around you, creative energies. Be open to anything artistic right now. I'm also being shown a lot of purple light in your aura. That means you're opening a channel. And what's interesting, Flying Light, is that you have a spirit guide that surrounds you, that I'm getting a guy. This is going to sound really weird. I can hear him talking. He says, I'm Charles Lindbergh. This is the actual Charles Lindbergh, who was a famous pilot. And he said that he's reminding you to follow your dreams, to follow the adventure of life. He said to tell you, he said, I took risks in my life, and he said, I've never regretted it. And he said, he wants you to take some risks and to do some adventure. So let Charles Lindbergh guide you. I get the sense there's some travel coming here. And he's talking about after we get to the spring, March and April, some travel, some connection here. He says to the Wild West. So he keeps showing me the United States and like the Southwest, New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada. It looks like you're going out that direction. So be ready for some travel and adventure. Call on Charles Lindbergh. It's one of your guides. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, Queen Colabob's donated £4.49. Thank you, Queen Colabob's. Blessings to you. Any messages for me, my Bobs? What about the Colabob's clothing line? Shall I do it? Love you. Hold on, let me ask Doris what she says. Doris said, she said, my dear, she said, please take advantage of the opportunity to start that clothing line. She said, during my days in the war, we had clothing rations. And she said, after the war, when we could start buying more fabric and make clothes and buying clothes, she said, it was such a luxury. She said, I've appreciated clothes ever since. And she said, I'll be glad to help you get that clothing line going. So she's here with you and bringing blessings. I'm also hearing another voice back here. This is Edgar Casey coming in. And he says to tell you, he said, don't give up on your channeling. He said, sometimes you get frustrated, but he said, we have much to do through you if you will let us. And he said, keep focused on your journey with your spirit guides, with your angels. And he said, your power is growing. And he said, we will bless you spiritually and materially. All right, so that's Edgar Casey. Yay! Thank you so much. I hope that helps, darling. Blessings. There's Masters Omniverse, 20 Swedish krona. Thank you, Masters. Good to see you. Hi, Bob. What is the Pleiadian race I had to live with? Well, you've been with a few. One of them is the Terrans. Part of your Pleiadian existence actually came to Earth, and you were part of the Terrans. The Terrans are Pleiadians who went underground and stayed on Earth. Some of them went to the Antarctic, and I believe you are part of that group. So you have a connection to Antarctica, to the Pleiadians known as the Terrans, Terrans. But that's one of your connections. I hope that helps. Thank you for your donation. Blessings. Oh my gosh, Karen Bryan, $5 donation. Thank you, Karen. You guys are so kind. Thank you to all of you. It really is helping me tonight. Hi, Psychic Bob. I really don't remember any invitations from Alan the Tall Gray to being on his ship. You know, Karen, I think what's going on there is you're not going into the deep enough cycle. So they're taking you up, but your brain isn't actually retaining it. Hold on, Mr. Casey's back here. And he says to tell you, he said, we're working on deepening the sleep cycle. He said that there's healing that needs to take place. And he said, then your experiences will come to your mind and be vivid. I might also encourage you, keep a little notebook and write down your dreams every day. This will also train your mind. Even if you don't remember, make an entry. Say, okay, June 23rd, I don't remember my dreams from the night before. You know, but that gets your mind to go. Mr. Casey said the spirit world's balancing the sleep cycle, and you're going to start having that connection more directly with Alan. So even though you don't remember it, it is occurring and has occurred, and it will get clearer for you. Thank you so very much. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, there's Jenna, $4.99 donation. Thank you, Jenna. Sending love to help fight back. God bless you, Jenna. Thank you. Yes, you know the whole situation. Blessings to you. Listen, Jenna, I got to tell you, my guide Doris is still here, and she's asking me to tell you. She said that the people of the spirit world, hold on, I'm trying to get her words here. Slow it down just a little louder. She said the people of the spirit world are very pleased with you. She said that you've held your ground in some pretty tough situations. And Doris says, don't be afraid. No one will be able to touch you and to harm you. There are some people around you that may make some threats soon. And Doris says, laugh at them. Their threats are meaningless and they will not follow through. Doris said, the spirit people are proud because you've maintained dignity and honor when you could have been really nasty, and you haven't. You've chosen to be dignified. And so this is being recognized by the spirit world. So you're going to come through this. Doris is asking me to tell you, she said that the holiday season, the Christmas and New Year's, she said, will be a time of peace for you. And she says, align yourself with Julius. And she says, if you must go to the family, Doris says, go only briefly and make sure he's there. You're going to need a witness if they try anything. And Doris says, Julius will be your protector, and that will keep them from acting out. So if you must make an appearance, as sometimes we have to at these time of years, make sure you have him with you. Don't go alone. And Doris will be there, and call upon her help as well. She just said an Archangel Raphael is with you as well. So you got a lot of help. Thank you. I hope that makes some sense. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh. This is the thing, is like when the spirit people come through, I don't know, as a medium, always understand things. I only deliver the message, So, oops, hold on. I got some more messages coming in here. Hold on, guys. Hold on a second, guys. I'm having some tech issues here. All right. So there's Karen Bryant. Hello, Karen. $5 donation. Thank you again to you. Is it true that the Fae love chocolate? Because I have a chocolate cupcake with frosting and chocolate candy. How long should I leave them out? Good question, Karen. Yes, the Fae love anything sweet. They love cakes. They love candy. They love chocolate. And as for the offerings, leave them out just overnight. Just put them out. And if you don't see them disappear, you can then take them out and put them in nature. I like to put out offerings on my altar. I also have some outdoor spots where I go and leave offerings and just leave them to the animals and to nature, because the Fae will share the gifts with nature, with the animals, and with the earth. We're going to do a video soon called a blot ritual, and I'm going to do that outside to demonstrate how to do Fae offerings. So we'll have that on our Wiccan Wednesday soon. But leave it out, if you have an altar and you do it inside, do it overnight and then take it to the outdoors. Blessings to you. You can never honor the Fae and you won't not be blessed. They will. Thank you. Oh my gosh, there's Rob Boston, $10 donation. Thank you, Rob. Blessings to you. Hi, I almost missed all of your show tonight. Hi, I lost my dearest childhood friend years ago. Her name is Marilyn. I'm sure she knows her daughter turned out okay. But are there any messages? Thank you. Hi, Robin. I'm so sorry about your friend. It's very hard to lose a friend. I've lost some friends over the years, and sometimes you just don't get over it, But I'm so glad you're here. Hold on. Let me just step into the frequency here. Doris, can you get anything through from Maryland? Yeah, Maryland. Okay. Interesting. Robin, I have to be honest, I'm not able to get her in tonight. I'm sorry to tell you that, but Doris has asked me to relay to you that she is in the light. It's not that she doesn't want to come. She's tied up. It looks like she's doing some healing work for some members of her family. She's had some family members who have crossed a spirit in the last year, and they did not have good deaths, and they're in a state of trauma. They're in denial. So they're saying that she's been full-time working at a spirit hospital. They said that if she had lived, she would have gone on and done medical studies and been a nurse or in the medical field. Now she's doing that over in the spirit world. So I'm sorry I can't get her through directly, but they've asked me this to relay this to you. And they said that she will come at a future date. So that's the best I can get for you tonight. But I hope that helps a little bit. God bless you, dear. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your donation. Oh my gosh, there's Allie H. $5 donation. Thank you, Allie. God bless you. Hi, Bob. Remember you said CJ and I were at the meeting of souls? Can you tell me about our soul contract? I'm struggling. Let me see here what I can step into. Fletcher, bring me closer. Yes. Okay. Yeah. What they're saying is that you knew him in the pre-life at the meeting of souls. That is accurate. Um, Now, what's interesting is your contract was that you would support each other on the journey. I don't believe it was a soul contract, that it was going to be a love relationship. But, the fact is there is an energy there that's opening up to support each other more. They're saying that this is the words Fletcher said, he said that he's having an awakening. CJ is starting to remember the deeper truths of the spirit. He's been a little blinded by the material world. And now this is a time when the awakening is starting to happen. So this is going to be a little slow, and you may have some communication problems, but they're saying that after we get into the spring around April, that it's like he's in a flow with you psychically and in communication wise. So I'm going to say don't walk away from this. There are challenges, but he is awakening. And yes, Fletcher just said, give CJ a gift of a clear quartz crystal. That the clear crystal will help CJ to align to his higher self. And once he's connected to his higher self, then he will start to behave properly and do the right thing. Right now, he's a little swayed by the material world. But, the material world doesn't really satisfy you after a while. It's the spirit that gives life, and that's what we focus on. So know that your work for the next 2 to 3 months here is to slowly introduce him to spiritual concepts. Don't worry about romance or business. Just whenever you're there, put a spiritual concept into his mind. I'd start with the crystal and start a conversation about the power of crystals, how they have vibration that harmonizes our inner energies. That will be fascinating. He'll say, I didn't know all that, but that'll get things going in the right direction. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. All right. Oh my gosh, there's Karen Bryan, $5 donation. Thank you, Karen. Any messages from Doris or Mr. Casey or Paul or the Archangels, Michael or Raphael? Blessings. Hold on just a second, Karen. Let me see who's back here. I've got Doris still back here. Hold on. Right. Karen, Doris is asking me to tell you. She says, my dear, she says, remember economy. And she said that you're coming into a time where there's going to be an increase in the finance. And she said, make sure to put it away for a rainy day. She said it'd be tempting to splurge. And she said, I know you can have some fun, but she said the money will increase. She's asking me, talking about January. And she said there will be an increase January/February. You may not know about it till January, and it may still take to February. But Doris said there's some more money coming. And she said, don't splash out too much. She said, put it away for a rainy day. All right. So some money coming. I wish I got a message like that. Thank you, Carrie. God bless you. Oh my gosh, you guys are great. There's Angel 22, $5 donation. Hello. Thank you, Angel. Hi, I'm starting a new job next week, and I'd like to know if Spirit has any advice for me. Thank you. Angel, when I'm stepping into the frequency of this job situation, I don't know how to say this. I feel like you're hitting some walls there. And there may be some politics going on that you are not aware of. And so what you need to do is literally stay out of politics. Try to stay focused and try not to give opinions right now. Simply do what you're asked to do and ask questions only about the job. Be very careful right now. I don't think it's an issue of you failing. I think it's an issue that there's some people that have some sort of agenda going on. I'm not trying to scare you, but I just want you to know that so it'll be a smoother transition for you. All right, so just focus on your job. Be very careful. Don't give up too much personal information as well, because there's some people who may try to get into your personal business and you don't need that. So be very light. Keep it very kind of superficial. You know, the Queen Mother used to have a saying, never complain and never explain. And I think there's some truth in your situation in that. So don't talk about your personal life. Don't complain about what happened if your car breaks down. Keep that quiet. And don't feel the need to explain everything that everybody asks you, because some people are going to be a little nosy. And you're going to be fine. I think after about a month, this will pass and you'll settle in. God bless you. Thank you so much. Yay. Thank you, Queen Colobobs. Queen Colobobs is saying, come to the Lemurian class on the 26th. We would love to have you all there. Thank you. If you want to join the next Psychic Bob's Inner Circle, it is not on my website because of tech issues. Send me an email and say, I want to be in the Lemurian Crystal class on December 26th, okay? So, yay. Oh my gosh, another donation. City of the Shadow Seas, $9.99. Thank you, City. So last night I did a meditation where I asked Edgar Casey and Eileen to show me stuff. I saw a bunch of spirit faces flying around. Couldn't make any sense out of it well enough to draw them. So what you do, City, is when you have a thing where the spirit people send you stuff, but it's like overwhelming, you can stop it. You know, in our psychic class, I don't know if you were at that class, we did a class recently on timelines. And, you know, all of you, by the way, might want to think about registering for our psychic development class on Saturday. We're going to talk about how to channel foreign languages. But in regards to, in regards to when you get a plethora of information like that, you can actually slow it down. Like, so it's flying, say, spirit people, stop the image, freeze frame it, and then you can study it. See, a lot of times we get so much stuff because they're so excited to send information, send it all over, and then we get overwhelmed. So you have to control that flow of information. And so you can tell them to stop it, slow it, go backwards. See, the spirit people are outside of time. And so you're not locked into just having to get something quickly. No, you can control that. So next time that happens, I want you to say, okay, freeze frame, create a word like freeze frame or stop or something that you will communicate with your guides, and they'll stop it. And then you can actually observe the stuff. All right. I hope that helps a little bit. That's a good question. Thank you so much for sharing that. There's Bree, $1.99 super sticker. Thank you, Bree. God bless you. Listen, Bree, I got to tell you, I don't know what you're doing right now, but you have the most beautiful silver, white, and blue light flowing through you. This means you're really raising your vibration. You're opening the throat chakra. You have a lot of influence through speaking right now. So speak your truth, and you're going to move yourself into better situation, okay? But use the light. I always say work with what you got. Right now, your power's in the throat chakra and the crown chakra. And that's going to give you a lot of power to channel words that you need to move along. I hope that helps. God bless you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, there's Sophia, Philippine 99 pesos. Thank you, Sophia. God bless you. What messages do I need to hear right now? Hold on, Sophia. Let me just step into your frequency. Okay. I got to tell you, when I'm walking into your light, I'm getting a relative here around you. This is on your mom's side, the family. I believe it's a grandmother on the mother's side. And she said, here, she's talking about in the spirit, she said, here we understand our true self, our higher self. And this grandmother says to tell you, she said, remind Sophia that she has to go within and know her higher self again. She said, sometimes you forget. She said she forgets to go within. That's where the light is. So your grandmother wants you to work with your higher self. And so what I want you to do is I want you to visualize every day like a second version of you standing right behind you, but it's like you, but in golden light. And let that self that stands behind you lay their hands on your shoulders and impart wisdom to you. That's what you need. You need, according to your grandmother, and my Fletchers also say, they're both saying connect to the higher self. And then that's going to bring the clarity. Your grandmother said, she said, you've been going through a challenge in relationships. And she said, be patient. She said, your higher self will lead you through that. So they're not going to, not that they're not going to help you, but they're saying they're not going to give you a lot because this is a soul growth exercise that you have to work with the higher self now. But you can call on them, but they're going to push you to work with the higher self. God bless you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, there's Stardust C, $5 donation. Thank you for your donation. Hi, Psychic Bob. What does the spirit world see for me in 2022 regarding new money, job, or friendship? Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Stardust. Well, Doris is back here. I hear her, and she says to tell you, she says, in terms of the money, she said there's a new job offer in January, or actually she said February, excuse me. In February, it looks like there's a new job that you may connect to. This is actually somehow connected to, it's a totally different thing than you've done. It's connected to a legal firm, a law firm. So you may have a job working as like a clerk of a court or a legal assistant in some way, and that'll be in February. Doris says in terms of friendship, she says, my dear, she said, you've struggled because you've aligned yourself with people who are aggressive and deceptive. So she said, be careful who you're aligning with. She said, people that you think are your friends, she said, are not your friends. And she said, if you study their lives, she said, they've done a lot to malign and hurt other people. And she says, this is Doris, she said, if you hang out with garbage, you start to smell like garbage. Now, I'm not saying you smell like garbage. That's Doris' way of saying be careful who you associate with. So Doris wants to help you to move out of some current friendships, So this is going to come through a natural change. And it looks like from January forward, you're in a flow for new prosperity and better friendships. Blessings to you. I hope that helps. There's Kathy Fish, $4.99. Thank you for your donation. Blessings to you. Blessings to you. Life has been crazy for a long time. Any messages I can hear? Hi, Kathy. I'm so sorry it's been crazy for you. I got to tell you, when I'm walking into your light right now, I'm getting a woman here is talking to me. I think this is actually a relative. This feels like it's an aunt, actually, an aunt on the father's side. It's like a father's sister. Now, if I'm off on that, it's a grandmother's sister, but I'm going to call her aunt for now. That's how she identifies to me. And this aunt says, she said, my dear, she said, you and I are similar. She said, we're both free spirits. And she said, Kathy, dear, she said, don't give up your joy. She said that you've been going through rough times. She said, you feel like you can't have fun until it's all settled. She says, have fun in spite of everything that is happening. She's asking me to tell she's going to be with you to make you laugh. She said, this aunt says, I'm going to be a joy guide to her. She says, and a shoulder to cry on. And she said, yes, things have been crazy for you for a long time, because she said, you're going through a change where many people around you don't understand your journey. And she said, but remember, like me, you're an old soul. And she said, sometimes the old souls feel a little isolated. She said, but you must not give up on joy, and you must not give up on having fun. And so she wants you to do something fun for yourself every day. Even if you're in the middle of a drama and crisis, she said, you can still find a way to laugh and find some joy. Kathy, I'll tell you, I'm going to jump in here, Doris. I agree with Doris on that. And, you might even just, for example, like go treat yourself to an ice cream cone. Like every Friday I get an ice cream cone from Baskin Robbins or Ben and Jerry's or whoever. I'm not being endorsed by any of those brands. Or maybe, you may not have a lot of money, but maybe you could just go and treat yourself to one little nice piece of jewelry, maybe just a little earring or pendant, something just for you. But this aunt says to please do not give up having fun. Sometimes fun can be just going to the beach and walking along the shore. But you've got to build that in, because you're not getting enough time to reflect and to restore yourself. So she's helping you with that. I hope that helps. She says that after we get into March of next year, things will start to improve. So it's not over yet, but in March, things start to shift. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, there's Aaron Perdisha, $2 Love offering from the flock in me. Thump, thump, thump. Hearts. Thank you, Aaron. Listen, Aaron, I got to tell you, Doris is still back here. You know she loves you. And she said, tell Aaron, she said, that I'm working on breaking that man down. She said he's stubborn as a mule. She said, but he's got a heart of gold. So she wants you to know she's with you. And she said, Aaron, she said, also, Aaron, she said, there'll be another gentleman that you're going to meet soon. And she said, he's a very nice man. She says, not as quite as exciting as the first one, you know. She said, but he's a good man. She said, focus, dear, on the heart of the men. And she said, they'll be secure. She said, we're not bringing deadbeats into your life, so no drama like that. She said, but we're connecting you on a heart level. She just handed me a beautiful rose quartz. And she said, keep that stone with you. It's opening the channel for love. All right, there you go. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, TGVG, €1.99. He said, just some love, hearts and prayers. Thank you, TGVG. Blessings to you. Listen, TGVG, you know, Cecil, you're so lucky to have him. He's still back here and he's jumping up and down and he said he's on the path. Tell him to keep going. He's on the path. Tell him to keep going. So jump into it, both feet. Don't hold back. You're going to be blessed by him and all the spirit world. Thank you. Oh my gosh, there's Caden Sauer, $10 donation. Hello, Caden. Blessings to you. Thank you. I'm having trouble focusing, and it's very disrupting. I can't even be still enough to pray. I love you and Queen Cola as well, and the entire Spirit Channel family. Happy holidays to everyone. Caden, you know what's going on. I can tell you right now when I'm walking your vibration, I'm getting, it's like flashes of white light coming off of you. Like, you know what a strobe light looks like? It's like reflective. Well, you've got a strobe light kind of in your aura. And what that means is that the spirit world's raising your vibration. Sometimes when they raise the power, there's anxiety that manifests. And I think that you're having some anxiety. I think you've always been a little more high strung than most people. And right now, because you're doing spiritual development, that energy is a little more intense than even you're used to. And so you're going to have to work on grounding a little bit. One of the things I want you to try to do is get the gemstone hematite and keep that with you. They make a little necklace. You got to get a little hematite cross or a bracelet or a ring. Hematite's the stone you want right now. That'll allow your power to grow, but yet feel grounded. I hope that helps a little bit. God bless you. Thank you so much. There's Basile, USA. Hello, darling. Good to see you again. $5. Thank you for your donation. When will my daughter's wrist and hand heal enough to complete her gymnastics? Let me just see. Doris, what do you say about that hand? Yeah, she said there are 2 fingers that are injured. She said not just the bone, she said, but the ligaments have been some injury as well. I hope that makes some sense. She showed me, I don't know if I've got it right, but I'm getting these 2 fingers that seem to be the pain. Now, if you tell me she's broken this finger, I might be off, but it's affecting these 2 is the one where I'm getting energy, the middle point fingers. And Doris says to tell you, she said, your daughter will heal quickly, but she said it's going to be about 2 weeks until she can really kind of use them more fully. So she said, tell her don't strain it. But in 2 weeks, if she honors her time of rest, in 2 weeks, it will start to be stronger and she can do stuff again. Okay, so I hope that helps. Thank you so much. Good to see you, Basile. Yay. Oh my gosh, Deborah Amidan, $10 donation. Thank you, Deborah. God bless you. You guys are so generous. Thank you to all of you who have donated so generously. Can you tell me of my relationship right now? You said we were in past lives. It's a different relationship type for me. Are Tina and I good? All honest, etc. with each other? Is it going to last? Hi, Deborah. Thank you. It is going to last. The thing is, you're a bit of an older soul, though. And even though you have past life, you're always an older soul. It's like once you're the big brother or big sister, you always are, right? Well, you're an older soul than Tina. And so what you got to understand is that for you, one of the challenges you've done is you've taken on somebody who still has some growth to do. Sometimes younger souls can challenge us and we think, they're driving us crazy. Don't let this intimidate you or upset you. It is a sign, though, that there's some more work to do. I feel that Tina is honest. I don't think there's deception there. But there may be at times behavior that seems a little erratic. And that's because sometimes younger souls get overwhelmed because the material world kind of is jarring to them because they don't have a lot of soul experience here. And then they'll do something crazy, but it's not out of maliciousness, you know? So is it going to last? Yeah, I think it is. I think you both have an agreement there. I hope that helps a little bit. Blessings to you. Thank you for your donation. Oh my gosh, there's Stacy Lee. Australia. Oh my God, is that? My glasses just broke. $50 Australia. Oh, blessings to you, Stacy Lee. God bless you. Thank you so much. You know, Stacy, I got to tell you right now, when I was reading your message here, I heard voices echoing here. When I was leaning into the screen, I was like, oh, I'm in your vibration. You've got a lot of high-level Atlantean spirits around you. You have one of your former lives was in Atlantis. And right now you're at a place of awakening. Now, you know what's interesting is Australia was actually part of Lemuria, not Atlantis. But I think that you were somebody who was an envoy, because a lot of people don't know Atlantis and Lemuria did at one point exist at the same time. And I think that you were somebody who was an envoy from Atlantis, like an ambassador to Lemuria. This tells me, looking what they're showing me, that this is also a sign that one of your life themes is a leadership life theme. You also have an entrepreneur. Your entrepreneur energy means that you'll be successful in running your own business. And that's because in that Atlantean life, you also ran your own business. You had a business, like a healing practice, when you weren't doing diplomatic work. So you have definitely some gifts that are coming from an Atlantean lifetime. And what's interesting is I feel like where you are physically right now, you know, you may actually start to experience like this kind of pool of two worlds, like Atlantis and Lemuria, Atlantis and Lemuria. So actually study both of them, you know, because I think that that's going to give you a better sense of how power flows and where it's taking you. Okay. So thank you so much for your kind support and your donation. Blessings to you. Also, you might want to come out to my December 26th class on Lemuria and its crystals and magic. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, another donation. Gita, $4.99. Thank you, Gita. Hi, PsychicBob. Do I have to travel overseas to meet my future spouse? No. Doris is back here. I just heard my guy Doris. She says, no. She said, they'll come to you. But it is interesting you asked that because you do have somebody in your life, or that's about to be in your life, I should say, that is overseas. I feel that they have a connection. What's weird, I'm getting Japan around this. I don't know if they're going to Japan, they're from Japan, but I'm getting Japan. And I'm also getting like other South, but like Australia, Indonesia. It's a mix of like that whole area. So I do feel like they have some connection to that area. I see them coming to you. In the future, you will travel, but you don't have to go there to meet them. You're going to meet them where you are because they travel here. Okay. I hope that makes some sense. God bless you. Thank you so much. Really good question there. Oh my gosh. There's Sean Liddell, £4.49. Hey, Sean, good to see you. Listen, Sean, I got to tell you, when I'm walking into your vibration, I'm hearing music playing. And I'm not joking when I say I'm truly serious. I get Jimi Hendrix back here. You have some psychic soul link to Jimi Hendrix. And he said, I hear his voice. He literally says, I'm just jamming some tunes. And he said, helping Sean to pick up the beat. And he's talking about you stepping into kind of a greater role and using that creative energy right now. And I feel like this has some literal connection to performance arts, such as music, acting, anything that's kind of stage centered. That's where you want to be. And you've literally got Jimi Hendrix around you. I hope that makes some sense. Thank you so much for being here. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, there's Gary M. $10 donation. Thank you, Gary. Hi, PsychicBob. Any messages for my spirit guides? Thanks and blessings to you. Blessings to you, Gary. Listen, Gary, I got to tell you, Doris is back here, and she said something. Hold on. She's talking really fast. Let me slow down. Slow down just a little. Fletcher, slow her down. Okay. Doris is asking me to tell you, she said that the spirit people are channeling through you. They said that you've been opening your vessel. They said that at night you've really been putting yourself into a deeper trance. And they said this is raising your power. Doris said, she said, it won't be hard for you to continue to channel. She's asking you, she says, in 2022, she said, you're channeling opportunities and people. And I get the sense that as we go into like January and February, it's going to sound strange. I know you may not believe me, but there's some issue discussion about a move, about a housing change. And so I think you're going to end up going further to the west here, to like Nevada or Arizona. And Doris says to let you know to be prepared to move. So there's some changes coming. And she said, tell him don't worry about the money. She said he'll channel that to him as well. And I've got Liz back here talking. And Liz says we're working on that settlement. She said the people are still being sticklers. But it looks like in the next week you are going to have some sort of contact with them discussing a settlement. She said right now they're being stubborn and they're trying to hold back, but she says she knows they have to do some resolution. So she's working on it. Next week you will see what happens with that, but that's what they're saying. Thank you for being here, Gary. God bless you. We'll see you soon. All right. Yay. Oh my gosh, guys. There's Glittery Rainbow, $5 donation. Thank you, and hearts. Would the spirit help me to manifest a kalimba with at least 42 keys? Is this a good idea? I feel drawn to that instrument. Fletcher just said, he said, you're opening your channel of creative power. You know, music is a form of channeling. So yes, you should get that. Fletcher said, he said that, this is funny, he said you will get a sale offer for a kalimba. So yes, you are going to get it. Now, I have to be honest, it's probably not going to be till right after Christmas. So it may not be before Christmas, but he said after Christmas, he said you'll get a clearance sale because there'll be some that are waiting on the shelves that never sold. So I think you're actually going to get a brand new one. This is not a used one, but it's one that is discounted because it didn't sell for Christmas. So I'm going to tell you, just wait till after Christmas. And Fletcher said you'll get it. And what's interesting is I feel like this is an online shop. It may not literally be in your neighborhood. I mean, look around locally, but I don't get a sense this is local. And Fletcher just draw a big giant A here. I said, what that? He said, look through Amazon. So I'm not being endorsed by Amazon, but looks like that's the connection through Amazon. Okay, so watch for that after Christmas special. That's where it's coming. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Oh my gosh, guys, I can't believe, I don't know where the time went. But we are at our hour, actually a little over our hour. And hold on, there's one more I missed. Maya from New Zealand, $8.99. Thank you, Maya. God bless you. Hi, Psychic Bob. Love, love, love to you and your work. Oh, thank you, Maya. Maya, let me just step closer into your light here. Hold on just a second. You know, Maya, I've got Edgar Casey talking to me back here for you. And he says to tell you, he said, let her know, he said that we're strengthening the body to take on more of the current. He's talking to me about healing power flowing through you and psychic channeling power. Now, I guess in a sense they're all channeling, but he discusses it as two distinct energy rays that are moving through you. Hold on, I've got another voice coming in here. Yes, it's him. Mr. Casey said, Harry Edwards is back here. Hi, Mr. Edwards, I can hear you. Yes, Harry Edwards was a spiritualist healer back in the 1930s and 40s. And Harry Edwards is back here for you as well, Maya. He said that they're putting the energy current in to heal your body, and in turn you will heal others. So you're getting some healing power. You're also getting, he said, that will strengthen the channel for messages and communication. So you got a lot of energy flowing. Call on Harry Edwards and call on Edgar Casey because they're both working with you. Thank you so very much. Oh my gosh. Well, guys, listen, we are at our hour. I love all of you. Happy Friday night. I hope you guys go out and have some fun, or maybe you'll be like me, just stay in and Netflix and chill. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Huh? I'm going to Netflix and chill, you know. But I want to say thank you for being here. Listen, tomorrow Is it Friday? Gosh, it is Friday. All my days are off this week. You ever a week where you just can't get the days right? Don't forget, there is still time. I'm keeping registration open until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Now, there was somebody last week who registered right at 1 minute before class time, and I didn't get their registration. Don't wait, because I won't take registrations after 7 a.m. tomorrow. So that's 7 Eastern time. So in London, that'll be 12 o'clock noon London time. So I would love to have you join our class. It's $30. We limit it to 30 people. So you want to get in because we fill that class up. Tomorrow we're going to work on opening the channel. I'm going to teach techniques to speak foreign languages. And so I hope that you'll come out for that. So what you do is go over to my website, PsychicBob.com, and you'll see a button down there. Go to the services page. You can read about it. And you just click on that and you put in your debit card or credit card. It's all insured and secure. I don't see your credit card number. So it's all secure, but it's $30. It's 2 hours of training. And those of you who have been in the class can tell people I give a lot of teaching for the 2 hours. Where else are you going to get one of America's top psychics? And I'm not saying that to brag. I just am. I am one of the top psychics. I've been an advisor to law enforcement, to federal agencies. I've done readings for a lot of people in Hollywood. I've been on all the major TV networks. I've been in newspaper and magazines. And I'm not saying that to brag. That's just how my life's unfolded. So I feel very fortunate. But I'll tell you, people at my level generally don't teach for that low. And the reason I keep the price low for the class is that I want people to come and learn. I have to charge a little bit because I got to pay the electric bill. But $30 for 2 hours of direct training. And it's not just that you sit there and take notes. We actually work. I will sit and talk to you personally. We'll talk about where your psychic blocks are, and I'm going to show you how to overcome that. So people can tell you in the class, I give personal time to people with their questions. So, and Kim Osborne, God bless you. Kim's been to the class. She said, Bob is the real deal. Thank you, Kim. Blessings to you. So, oh my gosh, there's City just donated. Please, guys, don't give any more donations because I've got to wrap it up. I've got to be somewhere before late. It's late. City of the Shadow Seas, I'll answer your question. Is there something called a soul band that can happen between two people? Soul bond. Yes, it is. We create, when we build an emotional rapport, so we build a cord. It's a spiritual cord. We call it spirit heart cords or spirit cords, soul bonds. It's all the same thing. Yes. And this is why when you break up, it seems impossible sometimes to escape that person. I always tell people when you break up, you've got to also sever the bonds. This is painful, but ultimately it's healing, So, yes, there are soul bonds between people. Sometimes those soul bonds even can come over from past lives, when it's really strong. So I hope that answers it. Thank you for your donation, Hi, Dory Finn. I didn't see you earlier. Blessings. I'm glad you're here. Hi, welcome. Yay. You guys are great. Thank you so very much. Death Star, I didn't see your question. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Let me see if I can find your question. Oh, there it is. I just went, sorry, Death Star. I missed it. All right, Death Star, €5. Blessings to you. Thank you. Death Star says, why do I often have nightmares? Is it psychology or spiritual? Death Star, it's interesting because I think that really nightmares are a bit of both. Now, a psychiatrist will tell you it's your subconscious mind just overtired and playing out your fears. That may be true to a point, but I also know that the subconscious mind is the interface to the spirit world. And sometimes when we're working on our spiritual growth, what happens is all of our past life trauma comes up. So one of the things I want you to do is notice in your nightmare, try to be aware of, are you in a different place and a different time? Are you in a time period? Some of that may be past life stuff. If it's all current life and it's current time and it's you, sometimes that is just the mind being overactive, but it can also be that you're leaving your body, and you're what we call on the edge of the etheric. The first level of the spirit world's the etheric plane, and it's literally on that plane that all the monsters and what we used to call imaginary creatures exist. On the etheric plane, there are dragons, there are unicorns, there are giant sea monsters. The Leviathan exists. All of that exists. People say it's all real. Everything that you've heard in science fiction is real because it exists on that etheric plane. And as a soul traveler, that stars, and you're a channel, you're going into that realm many times. And the thing is, you get stuck on the lower level. It's not a reflection on you being a low person. It's just an energy thing. You get, it's like magnetic. It's hard to break out of that realm. And so you might not be, strong enough. You get stuck there, and then you're experiencing the terrifying things, because everything that we're fearful of does exist on a spiritual level on the etheric plane. So one of the things I want you to do is call on your spirit people, especially Archangel Michael. Before you go to bed, ask him to move you through the etheric to the higher levels very quickly. And you'll start to see, I think, that you're going to have a decrease in those nightmares. Because say, like, here's your soul, it comes out of your body, floating above your bed. You're hovering like right here, when what you should do is leave your body and go straight up. And so ask them to help you with that. And I think that should help decrease that quite a bit, because I think in your case, it's more an etheric energy. All right. All right, guys, I love all of you. You guys rock. Listen, keep it here at Spiritual. Go over to my website, read about my work over there. You can register still tonight for the psychic development class. We'd love to have you there. If you want to get in on the December 26th Psychic Bob's Inner Circle, send me an email. Our class this Sunday is already full. We limited to 10 people. So if you want to get in on the December 26th class, you need to email me because it'll fill up quickly. I'd love to have you. The Inner Circle class is $50, but it's 2 hours and it's limited to 10 people. So you get a lot of quality time with me. And I'm going to teach on Lemuria, as I said, in that class. You guys rock. Listen, I hope that helps. If you have any questions or problems, contact Queen Cola Bobs. You can also shoot me an email over at my website. There's a form on every page at the bottom of my website. It says contact, or you can just write your stuff in there and click send and I'll get it, okay? Yay. Thank you so much. Honey Drizzle said, it was a great night. Always love joining your lives. Thank you, Honey Drizzle. Thank you for your support and being here tonight. Good night, Laurie M. Thank you. Thank you to all of you. Psychic Bob will be back here, and we'll talk to you all soon. Be here tomorrow night. We're going to do live tarot readings, 7 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. Same time as this show. We're going to speed read the tarot and see what the tarot oracle has. Love to see you guys out there. And until then, may all of you always blessed be.